Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back with some more CarX drift racing online on PC with the Logitech G920. Now, timestamps will be in the description below, so if you want to skip the initial waffling that I'm about to do, explaining the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts, then by all means go into the video description and click the first timestamp for the first track that we'll do, which will be Parking A. So we're going to go quickly to the settings. I'm not going to go too far into this because we've got already quite a few videos from myself and the other admins in the wheel community on how to calibrate and set your car up. But for this video, we're still running 900, and that's going to be the main point with this video. The 900 rotation gives you a correct wheel rotation to what you see inside the car. And I do drift on cockpit mode, so that obviously you can see the interior wheel on the car, and of course my wheel and the wheel cam down below. So the reason that I'm doing this video is because, you know, I've nearly 90 million credits, and most of that, nearly all of that, has been amassed through playing online. Now, I did come from Xbox. I started playing this game on Xbox when it was released, and I recently moved, well, I say recently, about a year ago, I got my PC for CarX Street to be released, but of course that was delayed. So we've been just smashing CarX and other, you know, PC titles. So many hours, many kilometers. You know, we've played this game almost religiously since it's been out, and I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. And hopefully, some of the tips and tricks that you've picked up along the way has seen your skill set improve. Today's video, we're going to use the Equator D or the Equator D, whichever way you want to call it, the Infinity G35. I really like this car. It's probably one of the easiest cars to drive with the tune that I have on it, and I'll put the tune link in the video description below should you guys want to try it. When it comes to power, we don't want to be too high and we don't want to be too low. So again, this one's at 566 and 507 pounds of torque. And crucially in here, the torque is all the way to the left. So you're going to get all the power at the lowest RPM possible. And this is going to stop the car being snappy. You don't want your torque and your rev limiter really high, because you might find that transitions become really difficult without left foot braking, or just, you know, having the right suspension settings on the car itself. So we're going to go into the drifting. Now, I did just do Parking A. I started to do this video and realized that my wheel cam was in the wrong place. It was covering the top part of the screen, so I've redone this, but we'll go back into Parking A and have another crack. The score for Parking A is 12,000. You can see I got 21,000 on my first attempt, but let's just go back in and have another go. So, I want you guys to pay attention to the wheel to pedal telemetry at the bottom there. Ooh, got a ghost. There's my previous ghost. And as you can see, if you've got a good tune, you can almost just let go of the wheel and let the car transition itself. It won't be massively snappy, but there are times when you're going to need to balance the transition with the braking. So again, just keep an eye. As you see me transition, I'll normally dab the brake just to try and control the car a little. And again, because we've got our torque quite low down, we can just stick with one gear, which will make it much easier for you guys that are beginning. You know, starting to learn. It doesn't mean, you know, you're going to get crossed up trying to change gear or use the clutch. You don't even have to use the clutch in this game. But you can obviously use the clutch kick, bring the power back up if you drop below the power band. So we'll just smash it into third. And again, left foot brake here, just to control the car. And when you do left foot brake, you'll notice you'll start to feel the back of the car will pull itself round and give you a bit more turn angle, which is, you know, quite important. So our previous score was 21, and we've just hit 26. So not bad, not bad. So 171k for that. It's not bad. 396 XP. Once you start getting into the top level of your XP, that moves very slowly. So it will take a little while to level up. But if you're new to the game and you're trying to unlock the ultimate package, definitely start doing some of these, because it will help you rank up very quickly. So we'll go to Navaro next. I'm not going to bother doing the reverse, it's just pointless. So what do we need here? We need 22k. And this is a track that I rarely do the full circuit on. I'm going to bang it into third, up into fourth, and we'll just wing it. I'm not going to edit the video. If I crash, I crash, but I'm still confident, even if we lose our multiplier, that we'll be able to beat the score. They're not massive targets to beat in the first few maps. Even the later maps are fairly easy to do. And I say fairly easy, obviously I've got quite a lot of time in this game, so for me it does feel, I wouldn't say easy, but I'm quite comfortable with how the game is and how the game should be played. It's also quite important to notice that there's constant steering wheel movement. You're always trying to adjust the steering, and you want to be quite smooth with your throttle. You don't ever really want to let right off the accelerator, off the throttle, because it might induce the car into some undesired physics characteristics, might make it snappy. We've got a nice big long corner here, and we're going to just brake a little, tuck the nose in, and bring it round. And again, look, braking. We'll go round the chopper. Lovely. So we need 22k, we've already gone way past that. This is a nice wide corner, so we'll go wide. And again, a little bit of braking just to sort of bring the car through. And back to the start finish. 50k, not bad, not bad. So for this one, 500 XP and 309,000, so a pretty decent payday. And again, it will help you rank up really quickly when you do it this way. So at this point, I'm going to just, what I'll do is I'll quickly overlay a video. I've been teaching Kaylee to drift on the wheel. She's going to inherit this Logitech wheel setup from me when my Fanatec arrives. And she's come on leaps and bounds recently. It's a proud moment to watch her practice, to watch her drift, and it's really rewarding to see her enjoy the game much more as she starts to understand it. So I would say, guys, if you are struggling with the game, just keep plugging away. You will get there in the end. As I say, it's not an easy game to play, but practice, and it will definitely come good. So Castle Road is a diminished grip track. This is still 100 adhesion, but you have like a lesser grip feeling here, so it can be a little bit daunting if it's your first time on the Castle Road track. You will notice that it feels like you're driving on ice because, of course, it's not quite fully tarmac. But it's a good place to learn. This is quite a nice feeling when you get used to how this feels. You can learn quite a lot about the game driving on this like diminished grip level, because everything's a bit slower and you get a bit more time to think about what you're doing. And again, lots of left foot braking. It's quite important. I know there's a lot of guys out here that play this game without the use of handbrake, which is, really helpful, but I know a lot of you don't have it, so left foot braking will really help you guys, like really help you. As he says, pulling on the handbrake. But there are certain things that just, it's much better to extend with the handbrake than it is to left foot brake. And I really enjoy this track, but I must say I much prefer it going uphill. You can get some really good tandems here with your buddies in the online servers. So what do we need here? We need 20k, we're at 28, that's not bad. Not quite as dominating as the Navaro score we just got, but still, we've gone for gold. And we're done. Alright, let's see what we earned from this one. So again, a nice payday, more XP, and you'll notice a trend as you go up the scoreboard, up the list. You will earn more money and more XP from doing it. So Springstone, I'm not going to do them all in the video, guys. Obviously, it would take a while to go through, but it was just to show you some vanilla gameplay. Show you that the game is, so 22,000 here, That's not bad. Yeah, to show you that the game is fully playable on any wheel setup, but it is crucial to have good settings and an open mind. I guess you really do need to be quite patient with yourself. If you're really new to a wheel setup, this game's going to feel, you know, like the car's going to spin all the time, and that's fine. You know, each game has their own way to be played, but the good thing about CarX is that you can tune your car accordingly. You're not relying on, let's say, mods from AC with somebody else's physics model. You can, if you want more understeer, you can dial that in. If you want more oversteer, you can dial that in too. And that really is the beauty of CarX. It's how you want to play it. It's great. Now with Springstone, there are some rather big corners which really would require a bit more power from the car. But it's not the end of the world. Still, with this tune, you can see we'll get round the track, but there might be certain corners where we have to throw in a little mangy rather than going like flat out round. And again, constant steering input. You are always going to be steering just to sort of either increase your angle or counter steer, as it were. And proper wheel technique is also a thing as well. You don't want to be crossing up your hands. You want to try and, you know, remain with your hands either side of the wheel so that you don't get crossed up, mixed up, and it gives you the best what's the word, ability to correct your steering if you need to. Awesome, that's that one done as well. I guess we'll do one more. So 270, 540. I think we got more from Navaro. It was 550. Nonetheless, what's the next one? Samplezo. I'm really not a fan of that. Let's do Cami. We'll finish on possibly one of the harder tracks. Now, Cami has a lot of elevation changes, and will really like speak. If your tune's not quite up to it, Cami will definitely show flaws in your tune. Your suspension setting wants to be able to absorb a lot of the bumps on this track because it is quite bumpy in places, and if your ride is too firm, it's going to really like unsettle the car. Hear me concentrating. So again, look, left foot brake just to bring the back round. A little bit more left foot brake. Now this corner is quite tricky coming up, so we'll just jump on the handbrake and drag in. Lovely. And then we're going to go downhill to the right. So again, lots of left foot braking to control this, just to bring your speed down. You don't have to try and run the wall. You don't have to try and be James Dean, as it were. Just to get through the course is enough, guys. And once you're confident doing that, you can then start to position the car more where you want to put it, right? Learn what you need to do to extend, or, you know, just tidy up your line a little. Little handbrake there. Alright, and now into the favourite bit for me. I really like this part of the track. And this being all downhill is really crucial that you get on the brakes a bit early. Make sure you don't overdo it because you don't want to smash the wall. We're doing it without the handbrake just to sort of demonstrate that it can be done, although I do believe the handbrake probably would have been a better tool to use coming around that last hairpin there. And I'm not going to try and throw a mega backy like I always do. We're just going to drag in, get ourselves set up and carry on. But again, you can do that with the left foot braking as well. Now this bit's quite technical. You want to transition, get on the brakes nice and early, slow yourself down for the downhill, and then get back on the power. So what's the score here? 24k. Yeah, we've already gone way past that. Awesome. Let's finish off with a little 360. Beautiful. So that's it, guys. Nice money there, nice XP, good stuff. For the final part of this video, we are going to be following my good friend ExtinctDevil around Red Rock just to demonstrate some wheel tandems on the PC. He's a really good lead driver. These aren't perfect runs, but they're pretty decent, so I hope you guys enjoy this as well. Ready when you are?
I do miss fours, I'm not gonna lie, man.
I rewatched a couple of my old videos, man. It's really bad to see like how poor they were done. Like the drifting was nice, but the video editing was just shocking, right?
I know what you mean. Compared to now with your CarX videos where the editing's on point, compared to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a learning process, isn't it? You learn as you go kind of thing. If I'd have done media or something in college, it would be different, but I quite enjoy the learning process.
Oh, it's something different, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm always down for learning, like 100. I think I'm gonna get Horizon 5. I'm gonna definitely get Horizon.
I don't know if I bother with Horizon, but I'm definitely getting Motorsport A. That is a must.
When's that meant to be coming?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Because I will be getting that one.
I think after Horizon.
Right. I know CarX Streets ain't far for you guys.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You're gonna have to show me that.
Yeah, I'll be streaming it religiously, man. It's another reason why I'm not working at the minute. I'll be, as soon as it comes out, on it every day. Just streaming my progress, because I think it'll be cool. Like, people who don't have the game will be able to watch how it is.
What are you thinking of BeamNG?
I like it. It's so in depth.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's so in depth. I don't know, like, I'm a bit useless, to be honest with you. I think the boys I play with are probably a little annoyed at all the questions I ask. But in terms of gameplay,
I used to play BeamNG.
It's great fun.
I used to play it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it.
So I used to have a fierce PC, like, that was capable of running GTA and higher graphics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had a PC that was up there. Fucking, so I was playing BeamNG, GTA, fucking bare shit on that. Do you know what? I've been seeing decent fucking gaming rigs for about 400 quid much.
Mate, you don't need an all singing, all dancing PC to play most of these games. It's just if you want to play them at sick graphics levels, that's really where the difference is, right? Alright, let's rock.
Mate, if I got a gaming PC worth like 4 grand for 100 quid, I ain't gonna fucking moan, I promise you that.
But that's a good thing to do. You could maybe check the Friday ads, or I don't know, like if you've got like a local paper to check. But you might find something half decent, man. Get jammy on it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about a PC, I won't lie to you, I've been missing them. I want the mods as well for the modded maps.
Yes, CarX modded maps.
Because I know the modded maps bring a whole different experience to the game. You can get the proper toge maps and shit.
Yeah, man.
I can hold that entry. Oh, easy, mate. We just never fail.
Yep, first time. Can't argue with that. That was.
No, that was a really clean run.
That was baller.
That was fucking.
I'll take that. So I hope this video's a little eye opener onto earning XP and money. You know, if you want to unlock that ultimate package early, if you've only just got the game, this is definitely a good way to do it. We'll move into another video on tandem drift and practice some tandeming with yourself. It's all about setting a good lead and then following yourself. If you have a good lead line to follow, the tandem follow will be much easier. But again, we'll do that in another video. I hope that this video has helped, guys. If it did, drop a like. If you didn't enjoy it, drop a dislike. And I'll definitely see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.